Hello everyone, hello! Seth's right here with some Final Fantasy XVI. We are currently in Martha's Refuge. I don't remember what this place is actually called. Martha's Inn? Anyway, we're currently here. Martha's Rest, that's what it's for. Yeah. And we were going to start this quest, the White Winged Wonder, Find the Hunted Chocobo, which we'll do here shortly.
I killed my parent. I demand recompense.
This is lovely, a bear just dead in the street there. Sorry, I was like certain that there was like an item in this area and it was bugging me, so I had to go over there and get it. Anyway, hey guys. We are back with more gaming.
Try not to move. You'll only make
People messaging me. Alright, I'm trying to ascertain how work is looking tonight. I have 4.5 hours before I start,
Whiteheart.
and
That's quite a name for a chocobo.
yeah, because I got a raid tonight as well, and I don't want to let the raid group down, but also work comes first, so yeah, we go this way. Alright, what do we look? There's a feather. Anyway, Vector, how you doing?
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
What, really?
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
How did you think Ambrosia was one of a kind when your dad had a white chocolate start? Philly's crate claws, because they're here. For a moment there, I forgot how to play. I was like, what buttons am I pressing? Why am I pressing these? Aw,
These
shit.
chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Bandits got fucked up.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh? And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
One of these bandits is a mage. Two of these bandits are a mage. Two of those bandits got taken on Mr. Clyde's wild ride. We got new enemies approaching. I hate it. Ow. Swing. This one's the huntsman. Not the best for doing stagger damage there, but still a little. I didn't want to use a potion. Why did? Okay. That was not the best order of my abilities to use there. That's fine though, he's still dead.
You're safe now. Whiteheart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are.
Meet the
Bird like
flockers.
her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
We could have actually just gone back with you. Look, they gave her a little eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those Chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
So, this man just told you about the last time you met him. He was the merchant
Take
that...
care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
He was the merchant who was on the road. His cart was tipped over and Chocobos were attacking it because he filled it full of gasol greens but didn't seal it properly. And that's important because if you notice the difference in how he treated Clive there. Clive was a bearer the first time we went through, but the second time just now, he was all cordial and nice. First time he was a dick. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Ambrosia. There you go. Chocobo unlocked. We did it. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Man, chocobos live a long time in this game. Or just in general. I have no idea what the average lifespan of a chocobo is, to be honest.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you guys. Here's a bighorn.
No mistakes.
I didn't know I could attack on her. What? I thought he just got off the mountain.
Too slow.
Scream! 26,000 damage. Now he's just in Bucking Bull, where he just goes fucking rampant here for a little bit. Just flies out there. I forgot about that last hit. Got him. Alright. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to show that, because I haven't seen one of those yet, or if we did, I just ran past it. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else for us to do side quest wise, so let's head on back to the hideaway. But yeah, we got our Chocobo.
Where's Gav?
There's a new thing here to do, new thing here to do. We can look at the state of the realm if we want.
I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield.
There's 100 cities on this map?
And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Otto's counter is now open. The following hideaway facilities are now available: Alliant Reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. Completing side quests available through the Alliant Reports or defeating notorious marks found on the Hunt Board will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway Mess to view current renown levels and accept any donations available. Okay, so there's actually one of my favorite items in the game that you get from the renown table. Before we go to that, we're gonna go check out the.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I think it's all right to touch him.
We're gonna check out the board here. There are some side quests we're also gonna be looking at. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your Chocobos sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing. Defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Joe. It's funny that she's writing letters, but yeah. I don't think there's anything new for sale. No. And Torgal with the kids. Alright. Now we're gonna go check out the hunt board and the renowns and whatnot. We might have some new hunts we can do as well. Looks like we do.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe. Others won't so. Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Let's ask him about himself.
Oh, same old.
Isn't it? Otto's got me reading through reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now, and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. In the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually, solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, and we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest. If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. I asked about the past 5 years. So much happened since that night. Looks like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, they're still with us in our house.
Sid.
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
With us. And in you. You took his name and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Anything catch your eye?
Alright, we got nothing quest-wise. How about you, Desiree?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Alright, let's ask about Desiree.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting stolen reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind, I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old Pyro hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Jara would be proud of me, too. Were he with us today? Ask about the past 5 years.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing, and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us, even though they're gone. Alright, let's see if we've got anything available.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items Clive's got. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Alright, we got Talk of the Tea House. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We gather together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Alright, so this is also a good way to get some ability points. Because, frankly, 40 ability points per fight isn't all that great, but this will give you like 400 at one go, so. And more. This is from Heartstruck Dowager.
You earned this.
This one's from the Blood Axes. We get 1 meteorite. Our order is one built on pride, and that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again.
All yours.
Right? So this here gives me the Berserker Ring. This is the one I want. Berserker Ring is one of my favorite items in the game. And this isn't even it. Like, it only shows 4 here, but there's actually a lot more.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive, there you are, Kubo. I've been looking all over for you.
Nectar?
The matter is this, Kubo.
A hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kubo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need to remind you, Kubo, I am the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of something. So I need you to slay them all, Kubo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Well, thank you, Kubo. It's so good I found someone who understands me, Kubo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So the same thing you need to know, Kubo. I'm your Moogle. Ask about hunts. Did you see all the billets that marked with the location, Kubo? That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. But you can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kubo. So if the place name doesn't tinkle your pom-pom, Kubo, try reading the witness statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. Alright, we're gonna ask about his adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kubo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kubo. Look at these wings. Do you think they're like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kubo. Alright. So what hunts do we have available to us now? Alright. We have Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvent met the trooper of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction, warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. His eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Reports have been received of a wild avis striking size making a nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts were being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition that any brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes the trenches of the nearby villagers. Alright, we're gonna go get those real quick, and then we'll do any side quests that are available. Actually, I'm gonna pick up the side quest because it's right here in this area. I think I have to go to Hawker's Cliff before it'll let me. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the other day I mentioned that there's something I dislike about the hideaway, and it's this. Whenever there's a quest in like the very far back of the hideaway, it's super annoying.
And you say Sid?
Because it takes so long to get there. They need more pathways.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Could explain
Alright. So each quest, this wasn't like this when I first played actually. There were some quests that had like pluses on them, but I don't think they had like a real distinction of them. But now they're like marked as like a treasure chest and whatnot.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the Cursebreakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sure, I'm sure they'll be pleased.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
That's sweet. Alright, the fruits of her labors. We're gonna get 600 gil for this and 10 renown. This quest actually, I believe, leads to 2 other things. There's one there, and does it show the other one? It doesn't. The one thing I like to do when I'm in the hideaway is just, in the back part of the hideaway, is just travel to the hideaway. It cuts out so much of the travel time if you're going from way back there to over here.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
A basket of Martell apples grown and picked by Cormac for sample by Hideaway's residents.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Alright.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Yeah.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Hello, dudes.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
I can see how,
the
like,
last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regard.
I can see how being a gardener in like this sort of setting would be like very prestigious.
The curse breakers send their thanks and their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell? Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Look at that. We got some renown. Hey, 20 more renown, and then we can, yeah. A basket of slightly stunted, somewhat sweet apples grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martell. May she rest in peace. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick, Martell. That's just another one of those items that you get to display in your hideaway room. Okay, so before we do anything else, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll go on and we'll do some hunts. Don't go anywhere.